So we got this is round three. Both players are 1-1 at the moment. This is table three on the feature match. Paul Gulbis with Death Shadow, the popular Jund variant of it, and or rather the Death Shadow variant of Jund. And Taahir is playing Jeskai Nahiri. Yeah, so looks like players are just waiting for the go-ahead from the judge. I believe they can start. Yeah, and there it is. They're ready to go.
I do think John Death Shadow is favored in this match. I think Jeskai Nahiri is a bit too slow.
Well, it's the favorite deck of the format for a reason.
I think if this was blue-eyed control, like it would just walk all over this Death Shadow deck.
He's got many of the same tools. He's just the red is basically for Nahiri and Bolt.
The thing is, it doesn't have multiple of the same tools, whereas like the blue-white control will have multiple Ghost Quarters, so you can tax them on the lands, and the blue-white version has Condemn as well, which just kills Death Shadow.
It's just slightly combo-esque though. He's playing like one of Kiki Jiki, one of Resto Angel, and 4 Simian Spirit Guides to try and accelerate out Nahiri's and possibly like not the combo kill. That's on Tahir's side of the table. Paul starting with a fetch land.
Probably fetching Overgrown.
Probably just taking shock because my life total don't matter. Well, it does matter, but the lower it gets, the better it gets.
It matters in the opposite sense of things.
Yeah. I would see a lot of people playing this deck very aggressively, and I think it'll be a pleasure to watch Paul because he's got the right idea. It's a Jund deck. You grind your opponent out, you get value off of your spells, and you wait for a gap to kill them. It's not about slamming the Death Shadow as fast as possible while aggressively shocking and fetching yourself down to 0, just so you can get a big Death Shadow. Like a 4/4 for 1 is good rate. It's perfectly fine to play that.
And
he's really getting in there though.
Yeah, as you were saying, it is just a Jund deck with a slightly faster clock. So at the end of the day, you have to get rid of your opponent's threats and removal first.
Which is what he's doing. He just happens to be, a little bit harder on his own life along the way.
So he's analyzing his picks between Serum Visions and Snapcaster because his opponent's only on 1 land. I do think that it correct.
It's the Serum Visions. Yeah. Okay, now he's putting the 1-mana spells into a pile because those are the things that his opponent might have.
And he's just deciding because he probably has another hand spell.
I think he can play around the spell pierce though. Sure. Like there's no need to take it here. The information about it is more than good enough. He's taking the Serum Visions. Yeah. That's the sensible choice. Putting it into his own graveyard.
I mean, he kind of wants to get Teladia.
What a spell! What a spell!
Although he does have, like in sorcery anyway.
Taahir gets. That was a land off the top, I think. No, it was past the exile.
Taahir just revealing his hand, being the nice guy. So yeah, Paul's just gonna shock himself past the turn.
So the tomb, yeah. Rob Alexander Overgrown Tomb, very cool.
Taahir not getting that second land drop.
No, it's a Verdant Catacombs. Sure. That's why it looked so strange.
Probably wanting to fetch. I do think you want to fetch Overgrown Tomb if possible because it is a mainly black based deck, as far as I recall.
Well, Paul is playing.
Well, this could be a bit different.
So he's got Tarfire, which is basically shock. So he's going a bit more in on the Tarmogoyfs.
Oh yes, Swift
and he's playing Swift Spears
sure.
to try and make the deck like I don't know, probably just attack, a surprise attack kind of. Because if he's not playing any lightning bolts, this is odd.
Well, the normal Jund Death Shadow deck
wouldn't play bolts
because
Tarfire is close enough. Those Goyfs can get very large. And he's taking another 2 points of damage here. Is that 4? Did he shock that stomping? So he took 1 from.
No, he didn't shock with the stomping down. I do think it came like that.
But he did take a point of damage from the fetch. Fetch land, so we should have him on 13, yeah?
No, he is on 14. He took the point from the fetch land. He should be on 12 now because of the
Thoughtseize.
And the Thoughtseize has yet to resolve. It's going to resolve now, putting him down to 10. And he is just going to take that Snapcaster.
It doesn't look like Taahir's in a good spot here.
Missing land
He's
drops
got a lot
not-
of powerful cards, but he can't do anything with them. He's also not going to crack that fetch land
And he's missed another land
until
drop.
he finds a land. Being
Cycles.
punished for the greedy keep.
It's important to note that with this Death Shadow deck, you really don't want to get to 6 life against this Jeskai deck.
Yeah, 2 bolts could just happen. But he's gotten rid of a Snapcaster Mage. I think he's relatively safe here.
All deciding whether or not he wants to sack a land. Oh, sure.
Tahir's grip is full. He needs to throw cards away. Paul just pointing out you could have discarded the Nahiri I know about. Revealing information unnecessarily there.
I think Tahir is already.
Yeah, he's
established
over it.
going
He's
to
just
lose
like,
this
yeah,
match.
let me see what you're doing. It's probably Death Shadow.
I think if you see Street Wraith,
You likely
assume
know,
it's
yeah.
Death Shadow. Paul doesn't want to go lower than this, I don't think. And now we're going to see probably a Lily of the Veil. I was going to say Death Shadow, but seems like that's not
Got
going
a
to be a thing.
mutagenic growth and a Temio Battle Rage in Paul's hand.
I do believe there's a Death Shadow as
And a
well.
Death Shadow, sure. He wants to get rid of that path to exile first. He might very well do it though. I don't know how much time he's
not-
got all the time in the world actually. Maybe he just, yeah, fine, path it. Show me. Crack it. Fetch the white source. Is he gonna do it? Because this forces Taahir to, if he wants to path, he's gonna have to thin his deck before he actually before he should. He has to thin his deck
He top
before
decks
he needs
teammates.
to.
Top taking Steam Vents is
Not great, but it's better than other things that have happened. Sure. So he goes down to 18 here. He's taking the shock. Oh, he's thinking about it, but I think he just takes the shock.
just so he can hold up Path and Spell Pierce.
I'm gonna put him to 16 here.
I do believe Paul top deck can land.
Swing. Is that 6? Attack was 6. Taahir probably going fetch shock, taking 3 points of damage. Puts him to 15. Paul coming in for 6 points of damage. I believe he's fetching a Hallowed Fountain here.
Could just be Sacred Foundry. It should be Hallowed Fountain though.
Look, he's got that cryptic. He needs blue sources. Not that he's anywhere close to casting it, but yeah.
Now we're gonna see a Path to Exile.
Shuffle, shuffle, path.
Only one basic land left in the deck.
How many is he playing? Let's
Should be
just
2.
have a peek here. One forest, one swamp. Yep.
These Death Shadow decks are very light on lands, to say the least.
Although, yeah, those 2 basics are fine though. It just lets the deck play around Blood Moon. Because he'll be fine.
Yeah.
If you got Blood Moon at this stage, he's kind of okay.
Although
He's
Tahir
resolved his
being 3 colors
Liliana.
himself,
Yeah, no,
Blood Moon
I'm
isn't.
not saying that he's playing Blood Moon.
You never know. Let's be real here.
That would be generally what I'd consider a bad idea. Just Spirit Guide into Blood Moon. Ha! Doesn't really.
Fetch basic island, fetch basic plains, Simeon Spirit Guide into Blood Moon.
Yeah, I don't think he'd be in a good spot. Like, I mean, he's never casting that cryptic command ever in his whole life.
It's fine.
Discarding the spell snare. Lily's probably just gonna -6 and take 1 land. Although I wouldn't actually do it here. I'd just let her go up higher. Just ride her.
To victory, I assume.
Yeah, That's ride the lily to victory. Just alter and hope that there's the third land. And he's shocking for it. Ooh,
So
shiny.
is there going to be a third Nahiri?
He's got
It's
another.
the
There it
third
is.
Nahiri.
Oh, is he getting out of this? Paul's holding a Temur Battle Rage, which does nothing, and here he goes to 6 points of loyalty here. So I think what happens is that Taahir actually wins this game.
Well, if Paul top takes Death Shadow, he will kill Taahir, I believe. Although, like, Paul can't plus Lily anymore. He's going to
I'm sure he
discard
can.
Electrolyte.
If he doesn't draw anything,
If he
good.
has to top take into the win, I don't think he's in a position where he can plus Lily.
What did he just draw there? I'm sure if Paul thought he had this one in the bag. I think he was just a little bit too aggressive with his disruption spells and plussing Liliana when he didn't need to. Because now he's run out of resources himself, and Tahir's actually got cards in hand. Is that a Swift Spear?
It's a Monastery Swift Spear.
That's good. I mean, it does something for him. It keeps Nahiri away from ulting for long
I think
enough.
he kind of just wants to play the Swift Spear, Battle Rage,
Yeah.
make him discard.
Cost the Battle Rage. Is there spells? No, Tahir's tapped out. Battle Rage that
Stack for 4, hit the Nahiri.
it keeps it down. And I think the time is quite valuable here because Nahiri is really difficult to deal
Plus
with.
up Lily.
And Tahir's empty now.
He's discarding the land.
Tahir putting his head in his hands. Not doing great. That cryptic command is still in his grip.
But he needs a land to cast it, and specifically a blue one. He's discarding a plains, hopefully getting a blue source, I assume. Untapped one.
That's a lightning bolt.
Lightning Bolt
Which
does kill
deals
Swift
with
Spear.
the Swift Spear.
Paul only has one fetchable land left in his deck.
One basic, you mean?
No, one fetchable.
What has he got? Oh dear, yeah, he's playing like 12 fetch lands and
Actually, he could be empty. He could have no
6.
more.
He's got a
mana-producing
maximum
lands.
of 6 mana producing lands, and that's all of
Okay.
them. No,
He
there's
has
nothing.
no more mana producing lands.
Paul is bound to draw dead a lot of the time here. I mean, he's used 1, 2, 3, 4 fetch lands, 5 fetch lands. He's got a lot left. If he ulties Lily here, he's not. I mean, he might just have to.
I don't think he needs to do it this turn.
Oh, sure. Maybe plus
Yeah.
once more. What's in his hand? That's the curious
I'd like
thing. No,
to
he's
know.
ulting her. And he's going to put Nahiri in one
He
pile.
probably has another Lily
and
land
all
there.
the lands in the other pile. Does it resolve? Do you want to bolt in response? I would do that. I definitely bolt the Swift Spear in response here. Since the Nahiri is basically his only way to win this game. So keeping her alive. No, he doesn't. Actually. Those are your piles. And it's too late to respond at this stage.
Yeah, he can't tap for mana. I think this was a mistake.
Yeah, he really should have sent that lightning bolt at the Swift Spear here so he could keep the Nahiri, because that seems like his best way out is just to keep plussing her. I mean, Swift Spear attacks for 1, but Nahiri goes up 2. Super awkward.
Was it Paul not having another Lily? Okay. And Taahir actually
Taahir is
flipping another land.
wow.
The power.
I just take the 2 damage here.
Kill the Swift Spear.
It saves him a point of life, I suppose. Don't discard that ball. Just plus her. That's good. What is Paul holding?
Probably a Tarmogoyf for
So land and Become Immense. Does he deal? Does he just deal with a?
Kill Nahiri.
Yeah, she should die here.
Yeah, now Taahir is like,
Now he's in trouble.
I should have just bolted it.
This game is way closer than it should have been. I mean, Taahir kept a very, very greedy hand there. He got
Yeah.
lucky, but I think that his luck has run out.
I think he ended up losing the game for himself by not killing that Swift Spear.
He's gonna kill it now, but it's too
a
late.
bit late
Yeah.
now. And he just stopped taking Emrakul.
You can't just. That's just tough. Puts him to 12 here. He's got some time. But it's not great.
Also stop taking all the lands he cannot use.
One. What is that? A post-mortem lunge?
I think so.
Wow, that'd be really good if he had a Death Shadow in his graveyard, but he doesn't because he got exiled. Everything in his graveyard is in exile. Why is it becoming man still on top there? He just tapped out for it. He hard cast the card. Ironically,
Another Swift
there's
Spear.
basically no way a Death Shadow is going to get into his graveyard here. What does it do? I don't know what this does. Tell me. Oh, he's got a Street Wraith. He's gonna give it haste. So that's a 3/4 Street Wraith.
And he's gonna attack for 7.
No, he's not paying the 2 life here. He's just gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Putting Taahir to 4, I believe.
Yes.
If he takes it, let me not be. Oh well, Tahir's tapped out. There's nothing else he's doing about it. Boruto. Cool. I don't think he's interested in playing any further.
Actually, did Paul take damage of that?
Oh my! Did that just happen? I think Paul might have shocked himself down to 3. He did tap 6 mana, so
Yes.
I don't think he took the.
We kind of need to get that clarified as to
Yeah,
that
look,
one.
Paul knew about the lightning bolt. But
No, he
that would have been a
didn't.
misplay.
Paul did not know about the lightning bolt.
Did we know about it?
Yes, we knew about it.
Just go get a clarification.
Well, Don is getting clarification on who actually won that match. Well, game. We'll have a look at sideboards.
So Paul actually took he paid 2 Phyrexian mana for the post-mortem lunge there, and that took him down to 2 points of life. Actually, we had a bit of a we didn't update correctly. There was a fetch land that we missed, and he took himself down to 2. And Taahir had a lightning bolt in hand, so
Of course,
that
Tech lists are
happened.
broken. So.
That happened.
On Taahir's side, sideboard wise, Kitchen Vinks, very good. Relic of the Genitus, very good.
Yeah,
Wrath
the
of
relic would
God,
be reasonable. Yeah.
very good. Supreme Verdict, very good. I think it's more down to the fact there's a lot of cards that aren't very good.
Why are these deck lists not working? I wonder what he brings in. Where's his sideboard? It's from here onwards. So Tahir's got 2 Kikijikis, a Kitchen Finks, Pithing Needle, Relic.
I think he doesn't want the Kiki Jiki combo.
It's probably a bit too slow. How did he win that game? It's so wacky. I think Paul got a bit overconfident there.
I think so too. I don't think he needed to go for that attack that turn.
Does he have any sideboard? Surgical extractions kind of work, but yeah, he could put those in.
Extractions are pretty good in this match. If he gets rid of an AD, he can just exile all of them.
Chan Chom does what?
Exile a graveyard and something else.
Yeah, okay. That's a fair amount of. I can't actually Find why are these deck lists not working? Blossoming Defense might really be good here, actually. Just a one of.
Yeah, I think it should be
It's
fine.
good if he draws it. I mean, it protects
I mean,
him from
Carligan's
path
command is
at
like a
one turn.
definite.
Yeah, I think you put it in.
Match.
Not that great against paths, which is probably Tahir's main removal, because he's going to save the bolts for Paul's face.
The thing is, you can always just deal damage to Planeswalkers and make Tahir discard cards. In a top deck race, that's.
Yeah, I think we
pretty much
missed
irrelevant.
the point of damage we missed from one of Paul's fetch lands is what made Tahir keep the bolt in his hand.
Yeah.
Because he was hoping to top deck a red source and then just bolt for the win.
But Paul would still be on 4 at that point.
Yeah, so the
And
post
it did end up becoming closer than Tahir would have liked. Because he would have actually just ulted Nahiri at that point.
I don't think he thought he was going to win.
Yeah, I don't think so either. And I do think Paul flooded out.
He literally drew every single mana producing land in his deck. Maybe
Plus
like
more.
one of Urbo could do work in this deck.
The thing
Just
is,
so
you
you're
can't
not-
fetch Urbo.
It's there.
Sure.
You can't fetch your fetch lands either. Maybe like cut one fetch land and put in an Urbo.
But then you take less damage.
You can still take the damage.
Sure.
It's like one, it's essentially the same. It's a single card that's being changed out. And it allows you to do what, really? Well, how did it actually benefit the deck? That's
The deck is
probably not
mainly
great.
black.
Yeah, but it's not like you're going to be casting multiple spells after you've gotten to 6 mana.
Sure.
So, yeah, it's probably pointless now that I think about it. Why would you play Urborg in here?
There's no actual mana sinks, so. Not the best.
Ugh. We did speak to Paul earlier, and he said it was, this is virgin run of the deck. It's completely untested.
Yeah, I do think this is
I don't.
a
Yeah,
more aggressive.
I don't like the
strategy.
Swift Spears personally. I think the post-mortem lunges are a nice piece of technology, but perhaps better suited to the sideboard because they're not good versus Path to Exile.
I don't think Paul has Traverse the Ulvenwald. I don't see any.
And so that makes the deck less consistent. He's
Yeah.
instead taking out traverses for other creatures which don't hit as hard. I mean, Swift Spear is small and it's fast and it's cheeky, but it doesn't hit anywhere near as hard as a Goif as consistently. It can come in for a big swing, but I don't think that's a good thing. I mean, he has to set up a sequence of Swift Spear, Tar Fire, double strike, spend 3 spells, get in for 1 chunk of damage, and then it's a 1-2 because you've spent everything in your hand.
It could just become immense.
That also, it dealt with a Nahiri there. Hello.
It could have actually possibly been better for Paul if he hit Tahir instead of the Nahiri.
Oh, that time, yeah. What was Tahir on?
13.
Okay, fair. The Nahiri is quite threatening, though. I mean, Emrakul does basically just win. I mean, Paul's
There was still 2 turns for Nahiri plusing up.
fair. So you could just use the Become Immense that turn to attack Tahir and then just manage Nahiri with a 1 point of damage.
He could have actually just killed Tahir.
13. That's 6. Plus 5, plus 5, plus 6, plus 6.
Plus 6, plus 6. It would
So
have been
that's
8.
7, 8 damage. Putting him down to 5. Not really sure. Yeah, I don't know. I think the 5 turns he would have needed to kill Tahir. Nahiri would have gotten past 8 loyalty in that period of time. It's difficult to know. Tahir mulliganing and choosing to keep his 6, leaving a card on top. I think Paul's also mulliganed.
Yeah.
Maybe he's going to play a bit more conservatively. I have seen him playing Walking Ballista in the Traverse the Ulvenwald version of the deck.
Just turn on Delirium.
Yeah, over the
Baubles.
The baubles actually.
Well, Baubles like criminally expensive at the moment.
It is. It's
I think
a
$50 or
ridiculous
$55.
amount of money for a card that gets played in one, maybe two archetypes. Paul's gone down
Also
to
an
5.
uncommon.
Yeah.
Let's not forget.
From a very unpopular set. Cold Snap is
Yeah.
infamous for having parasitic mechanics that only work in that set. It's not like the energy or exert from recent memory that actually function by themselves. The snow permanents and things that require snow permanents and use snow mana. Not so
Taahir
good.
another one-lander. Seems he likes them.
Why? It's just doing this again, and he's got what is this path?
Most matched paths. Absolutely disgusting. I'm sorry. That's just how I feel about it.
What does he draw? Sacred Foundry, and he puts that Colonnade into play tapped. He's got a Serum Visions, but now he's got more 1-mana spells, so this looked like a more reasonable keep. But Paul, considering not playing that Tarmogoyf.
No, he's probably still gonna play.
He just wants to get a
out of
land
bulk
first.
range.
But there's a path in Tahir's hand.
No, the path got taken by the Inquisition.
Oh.
So the thing is, if he plays it without sacking a land, a bolt will kill it because it's still just a 2/3 because instance and gave it already. That's why it's a 3/4.
Fair enough.
So yeah.
He's got are those 2 Snapcaster Mages?
Yes.
In Tahir's hand? Is that a Lightning Helix and a Serum Visions?
I do believe it is a Serum Visions. I'm not sure if it's I think it's a Wrath of God.
Okay, full on Wrath. I just see the round border, so I assume that it was a Lightning Helix. I can't see the mana cost. Yeah, it looks like a Wrath. I don't like how Tahir is keeping the card he drew last turn separate from his hand, because Paul can identify that uniquely. We know that it's a Sacred Foundry that's still on the table. There we go, now he picks it up.
Kiki-Jiki, which I'm surprised he kept in, to be honest with you. Although, like, Kiki-Jiki doesn't die to Paul's. Well, actually, Tahir doesn't know that Paul isn't playing a bunch of Fatal Pushes and Abrupt
And there's
Decays.
Dismember as well.
Yeah.
Paul does have
So
Dismember.
Paul has Gutshot, Dismember, Starfire. Lots of things kill that
great
combo.
value with the Snapcaster Mages, though. Kiki-Jiki.
Sure.
Good like that. Make a blocker, buy a path back, or make a hasty attack to get the Serum Visions.
Sorcery, land, instant. I do believe we
Creature.
cycle the street rate, so it's actually on 13. Creature. So that's 4.
Goyf-sized Goyf. Not too much happening here. Paul just sitting in the tank, trying to figure out what to do. But I think that's pretty obvious. You just attack with the Tarmogoyf. Tahir's tapped out. He's got nothing on board either, so there's no reason not to attack.
Paul also probably careful to not play into the Wrath of God.
But an absurd creature. It's the size of a Mind Rack Demon.
For 2 mana.
It's so big.
Boof! Well, we are going to see it get pathed away.
Snap. Path. Does he have a Blossoming Defense? Okay, targets the path. Triggered ability resolves. Path to exile on that. He's got a Mutagenic Growth, which he's not using, obviously.
So just saving time.
Fetch that, and then go fetch both of his lands while he's at it. So it's going to be a swamp and something that is either swamp or forest.
I do believe that...
It's the Blood Crypt, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be like it. I do believe that not having traversed the Ulvenwald makes this deck a lot more fragile
It's nowhere near as consistent.
than it would normally be.
Is that a Crumble to Dust? I saw at the bottom of his... Can you just scroll down in his deck list here? Just click drag. Yeah, that works. No, I saw something else. It looked like a Crumble at the bottom of Paul's deck. Hello. But I must have been mistaken.
I'm not above siding in Crumble to Dust against the Jeskai deck.
Yeah, well, he's got... We didn't see a Kiki-Jiki or a Restoration Angel last game. So we might just assume that it's a dedicated control deck with only Snapcasters. And he's trying to win with Colonnade. Which would make
and
the Crumble
Nahiri
to Dust
Emrakul.
good. Yeah, sure. Nahiri Jeskai. And he's getting to the mana for Kiki-Jiki here. And he's got Bolt, he's got a Snapcaster Mage, he's got an infinite supply of Snapcaster Mages if that Kiki-Jiki lands.
Unfortunately, no threats on Paul's side.
Oh, he's really sacrificed a lot of consistency by taking out the traverses here because his top deck is not traverse into Tarmogoyf or traverse into Death Shadow. It's now Monastery Swiftsphere, which gets in for 1 most of the time. With him being as aggressive with his disruption and, you know, cycling the street wraiths away, because nobody really wants to cast them. He ends up with very few cards to actually trigger the Swift Spear's prowess. He does still have the postmortem lunges in, and as I said, it's not good against Path to Exile, but his creatures end up in exile.
And you see Kitchen Binks. So you could actually say the Swift Spears are slowing down his deck.
Yeah.
Instead of speeding it up.
It's not really a speed issue, it's a consistency thing, because he needs to find the threats as the game draws on.
Get rid of Kiki-Jiki.
Yeah.
Make it go away. Kill it with fire.
He's got the mana for... No! Okay. Well, I don't think Paul's got a way through here. Kiki-Jiki's just gonna spawn Kitchen Finks. Land at the top. Doesn't look that way.
Was the Relic of Progenitus?
Gets in for 3.
We'll definitely play Relic of Progenitus.
I might even consider cycling at this turn to try and find a land.
No, I don't think he
Well,
needs
actually, he
to
doesn't need
cycle
to.
He
He
cycle
could make
end
the
of
land
course,
drop next turn, yeah.
Unless he cycles into Celestial Colonnade.
He does have a number of tap sources in his deck now.
Paul not willing to... Actually, wait. Paul just took 3 here, making that Death Shadow a 4-4.
He's got a Death Shadow in his hand.
He just top decked it.
And does Taahir have any removal in his hand? What's
He has a
sitting
bolt.
on? Bolt, but that's
Not gonna do anything.
Gonna function here. That could
So
block
ironically
Kitchen Finks
enough,
all day.
Kitchen Finks' attack enabled Taahir to get this... enabled Paul to play this Death Shadow safely out of bolt range. A lot of the time, actually, against Death Shadow, it's probably better to not attack unless you're attacking for lethal. Just because it pumps up the Death Shadows. And Taahir not even cycling that relic. Probably considering Wrathing of God.
Yeah, just see he ends up
Bad
with a body.
Ignition is bad. Can he Wrath? Yes, he can. It's a Sacred Foundry.
He's got the mana. Wrath would actually leave him in a good position here. Other than the fact that he'd be tapped out, so Paul would be free to post-mortem lunge.
So yeah, Taahir attacking, bolting the...
Bolt. Yeah, that was a mistake. Paul
From
should
Paul,
not have
yes.
blocked there. I think he's a little on tilt from that last game. Oh, mutagenic growth? That works?
No, that's not working. This is not working, guys. He paid mana for it.
I
It's
don't
a
think
4-4.
once
Unless he's on 1 less life. Which is possible.
9, 8, 7. How many fetch lands do we have? 1, 2. He paid green. He cycled a street wraith.
And he took 3.
Fetch shot. I don't see where we missed the point of damage. The only way it survived is if he's on 1 less point of life.
Yes.
So we must have missed something again.
Taahir is on 22. He just played in a second Kitchen Wings, so... I don't see how Paul's coming back from this.
Taahir probably attacks with both. He blocks the one without the -1/-1 counter. Yeah. Taahir gains 2. Paul takes 2.
I think Taahir actually just had to Wrath of God the previous turn.
Yeah, because now his Wrath is less valuable. It would have left him tapped out though, but he doesn't know about Battle Rage and Postmortem Lunge.
Well, he does know about Battle Range in Paul's deck, and
Sure.
Postmortem Lunge in Paul's deck.
What did Paul pick up there? It's a Swift Spear.
These Swift Spears are looking less impressive each game. Oh, well, Taahir on 24, I believe.
Even more. Why? Where did he get the life from?
He just got
this
the Kitchen
that
Wings
thing.
coming back.
Does Taahir have counter magic in his hand? He's got a Wrath and
I don't think in hand, but
something
in his deck.
else. Oh,
Resto.
that's it. Yeah, all done. Puts it up to 26.
I don't think Paul needed to attack there
Falls
either.
on 6.
Although I don't think he was winning
Yeah,
that
there
game.
was nothing good happening there. That's 2-0 to Taahir Teladia. The first game being a little bit of surprise, and the second game being kind of depressing. He put in a Junk Charm? Oh no, he's unsideboarding. He kept so he took out the Dismembers, and he took out, what are those red cards?
Gotcha.
Gut shots. Took out the gut shots.
Oh, that's an obvious taker.
Only really hit Snapcaster Mage and a persistent Kitchen Finks. Puts in Surgical Extraction. Puts in... What else was there? Yeah, Extractions and one more card that he put in. Was it a set of Extractions?
Nah, I think it was.
I only
just
see 3 in his
three.
sideboard, so...
Yeah.
And an extra... No, Postmortem Lounge's main deck. It's something else. Possibly a Terminate? I don't know what he's looking
Colligan's
for.
command is what?
Taahir put in Wrath, he brought in Kitchen Finks and Relic of Progenitus. It was Blossoming Defense. We
Sure,
called that one.
Yeah.
Cool, and that was round 3. 2-0 to Taahir.